Yo, what's up, movie people? I hope you're doing well. We got another episode of movie news coming at you. Disney just had a little bit of a panel, so there's a little bit of news from that. We have a little bit of casting news to go over. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Helps out a lot. But let's get right to the news. Alright, so our first piece of news we're going to cover today is that there's a 4-part Tim Burton documentary series in the works, and I'm not sure where it's in the works. Well, I'm excited to see a documentary by Tim Burton. He does amazing work. His style is really unmatched. There's only a couple things from him that I didn't like too much, but I feel like Tim Burton does an amazing job with whatever he's on. He gives it 100% effort. And I hope this series is actually for Netflix or Apple, because I think they do the best documentaries. I think Hulu does documentaries well too, but I think Netflix does it so well, and Apple just did still. So I'd be here if they did. I'd be happy if they did it for Apple or Netflix. But I'm happy to see that Tim Burton's doing a documentary. He's doing so much different stuff these past few years with Wednesday. Now he's doing Beetlejuice 2, coming back for that. Like, I'm happy he's like coming back to film and all that, because I know he had a little bit of break when he did Dumbo for Disney, but I've never seen that, so I don't know if it's like good or not. But I'm happy that he's coming back in full force. Next, we got a new poster for Disney's Haunted Mansion has been released. I did react to this trailer on the channel, so go look for that. But this poster looks pretty good. It's not a floating head poster, so we're in the clear from that for right now. But it's a pretty simplistic poster with all the cast in it, and I like it. It looks pretty good. I can't wait for it. And then we got a little bit of news about Elemental. Tickets are finally on sale for Elemental. It comes out in about a month, a little less than a month. So if you're looking forward to this, go buy your tickets right now. I think that it's going to be a really great movie. The animation, as I said, looks really wonderful, and I think the story is going to be great. Reminds me of Zootopia, like I said, so I cannot wait for this one. And I'm pretty sure we had a few new posters. Yep, we got this new poster of Ember and Wade with a little 3D glasses on, kind of. And we got this one of the whole kind of town. I don't know what their town is called. We got all the different elements in here. We got the trees, the kind of like water elements, the air in the back, and then just Wade and Ember on the bench. I think this is like a romantic story. I'm not really sure though. I bet it will go down to a romance in the end. But another piece of news, filming for The Mandalorian Season 4 will likely be delayed due to the writer's strike until a fair deal is made. There hasn't been like much movement on the writer's strike yet, which is kind of sad. I'm hoping that they make a deal soon, because, you know, these writers need to get paid, and we can't go on like this forever. These studios just need to pay them. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it forever, but we just need to get them paid, you know, so they can get paid and they can get back to making what they like to make, but at a fair price, you know. But The Mandalorian Season 4 is likely going to be delayed because of it, which is alright. Season 3 was a little bit of a downer, so I'm happy we're taking a break from Mandalorian, because we need more quality in this. So yeah, let's just pay the writers a fair deal. And I don't even know if I want a Mandalorian Season 3. I'm kind of over it, to be honest. I just want more Andor. Andor is a really good show, and it's the best Disney Plus Star Wars show I think we've gotten yet. Next up, we got Tron Ares is reportedly set to begin filming on July 3rd. This is the new Tron movie, if you haven't heard, with Jared Leto. I'm not sure if it has any like anything to do with Tron Legacy that was released like 10 years back, a couple years back. It might be 10 years by now. I'm not really sure about that. But this one is I guess a whole new story with Jared Leto. I do not know why Jared Leto was cast in this as the lead. It boggles my mind, but I'm interested in it a little bit, but I don't know if there's a lot there for Tron fans. But I like Tron Legacy a lot, so I'm gonna watch it either way. But it begins filming July 3rd. I think they're gonna try to release it in 2025 or late 2024. And in this big news, John Wick Chapter 4 releases on digital in exactly 1 week. So look for it next Tuesday. If you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. Like, go buy it. It's worth like the $30 buying price. It's so good. My second favorite movie of the year. I cannot wait to pick this up on physical. I think I already pre-ordered the Steelbook from Best Buy. Man, if you have not seen John Wick Chapter 4, it's one of the best action movies ever made, in my opinion. Next up, we got a little bit of casting news. Awkwafina has been casting Kung Fu Panda 4. Aquafina keeps getting these animated roles, man. She's just on a roll with these animated ones, isn't she? It's not really confirmed who she's gonna play in this, so we don't have a lot of information on this because they're just going into production on Kung Fu Panda 4, I'm pretty sure. But she's cast in this. She's getting cast in a lot. I hope she's not cast in an annoying role, because sometimes a little bit too much Aquafina is a little too much for me. But, you know, I think if she's a good supporting character, she'll be good. But she was cast in Kung Fu Panda 4. And we got more news about casting in Captain America New World Order. Seth Rollins has been cast. I don't know anything about him. I think he's some kind of wrestler from maybe WWE. Sorry if I get that wrong, but I don't know anything about him. But he was cast in Captain America New World Order. I think we found this out for set pictures that came out. We're not sure who he's going to be playing, but he was cast in Captain America because they just started filming that. And I think there's going to be a lot of set pictures coming out. I might cover those if there's anything major in them, but we'll see soon. And then we got our Disney news from the upfront panel that they had yesterday. Loki Season 2 will premiere on October 6, 2023 this year, and they're moving it back to Fridays, which is pretty interesting. I did like the Fridays more, so I'm excited for that. But they're pushing Loki back to October 6th, which I think gives us time to take in Secret Invasion in the summer and just take a whole little break, because I think that they should take breaks with these series, because sometimes it gets a little overstimulating with all the series, and sometimes the quality isn't up to standards. And Marvel is probably pushing this back to hope that the Jonathan Majors situation is it's done either in a good way or a bad way. So they're probably pushing it back for that. But I think Loki Season 2 is going to be great. The first season is probably the best Disney Plus Marvel season that they have out right now. So I'm very excited with this season. And I'm excited to see how it goes into the new multiverse saga phase, because Loki Season 1 had a big deal to play with it. So I'm curious to see what Loki Season 2 has to do with it. But then we got more news about Echo. Echo is the show about our character Echo from you've seen in the Hawkeye series. She was introduced in that. And her new series is going to all premiere at once, November 29th, which is actually a Wednesday. So they might be just switching it up for Loki and then going back to Wednesdays for Echo. But this is going to be Marvel Studios' first binge series. They're going to have all the episodes drop at once, just like Netflix does for their show, which is pretty interesting. But I'm still excited for the show, even though I heard it might not be the greatest, but I still will watch it. I think it's a good idea for Marvel to do these binge shows for these smaller known characters, because it was hard waiting a week for She-Hulk and Miss Marvel for this low quality shows, man. They were just not up to standard, and I think those would have worked well as a binge. And I'm happy that Echo's a binge, because I think it's going to work well. We got another casting news. Chiwetel Ejiofor has been cast in Venom 3. I think he's a great actor. I cannot wait for him in this. He played Mordo in Doctor Strange. I loved him in that, and I cannot wait to see what he does in this. I don't know why Sony keeps casting all the Marvel actors, though. I don't know why they can't find their own actors. It's kind of funny, but still, I'm excited to see him in this movie, because I don't even know what they're going to take Venom 3 in. I think all the Venom movies are a little average, so I'm hoping they step up the quality on this one. I think Venom should go dark, man. I think it should be rated R, but they're not putting it rated R, which is kind of disappointing. But I'll still watch it because it's Venom, you know, it's cool. Next on our news, we have all 4 Indiana Jones movies will release on Disney Plus May 31st. So if you want to get caught up for the new one, Dial Destiny, coming out in June, if you haven't seen them, go watch them. I don't know why you haven't watched them yet. They're so good. Go watch them though. May 31st, all 4 of them. Get ready for Dial Destiny in June. They're all coming. I think you should do a binge of them. They're a really good binge. Pixar's first original series, Win or Lose, releases in December on Disney Plus. This is their first show, and it's going to be kind of about their, I think this is baseball team. They're going to be told from different POVs every episode of how they encounter an event in their team and how each person perceives this one event. So it sounds like a pretty interesting premise, and I'm excited for Pixar's first show. You know, they've only been doing movies so far. Now they're going to be doing their own show. This might lead to more shows. Hopefully it doesn't get too much. Hopefully Disney doesn't make them make too many shows, because I do love their movies a lot. I think they should stick to movies. But I'm excited to check that one out. If you love Pixar, might as well go check it out. It's a pretty interesting premise. And we got our first poster for Five Nights at Freddy's has been released. It releases in theaters October 27th as well as Peacock at the same time. This poster looks absolutely sick. I am a little bit of a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. I played it a little bit when I was younger, but I'm not like one of the diehard fans of Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know like all the people in it. We got a lot of people in this movie. Josh Hutcherson's in this. Matthew Lillard's in this movie. I can't wait to see what they do with these characters. It's going to be pretty sick. The trailer's been released, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I didn't react to it because it was a little short trailer, but this is the poster for it. Poster looks absolutely terrifying. Man, this one's going to be awesome because it's released by Blumhouse too. Blumhouse always knows how to make a good horror movie. And then our last piece of news, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is now streaming on Disney Plus. So if you want to go watch it, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Give it a watch. It's not the worst Marvel movie, but it's nowhere near the best. I feel like there's some standout moments in it, but most of all, it's a little average in my opinion. The CGI is really whack. And I don't know what Kevin Feige was thinking when he greenlit this movie and script because it's a little too silly. If you want to go watch it, it's on Disney Plus right now. That's all the news for this last couple days. We've had a lot this week so far. There's probably more to come. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, as I said. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.